What's going on, everybody? Today I just want to show off a little bit of what the new and much improved Gamora can do. This is my 6-star unawakened rank 1 Gamora, and you're going to see that this Star-Lord takedown gets pretty nasty pretty quick. Actually, it starts off a little bit slow. I promise you, though, there will be some fireworks as the fight goes on. Some really cool abilities that Gamora has since her update, which just came out less than a day ago, by the way. We never even had her on the beta server or anything like that, so this really is like the first time getting to play this champion. And I'm stalling the fight on purpose here, and that's because the longer the fight goes on, the longer that her buffs will end up lasting, up to 60% worth for 60 seconds into the fight. I don't quite wait out the entire 60 seconds. It was like 50-something seconds. But yeah, basically I'm waiting that entire time just for show here. It's not something that you typically do in a normal fight. In a normal fight, you might as well just start attacking into this dude regularly. But you can see I'm starting to gain some cruelty buffs. I'm starting to gain some fury buffs. And each one of those furies increases my attack by 613. The cruelties increase my crit damage rating by 273 each. And you can actually refresh those buffs by using your heavy attack. So I think you guys can start to see why Gamora is going to be actually really impressive at taking down this Star-Lord. This is, of course, the Labyrinth Star-Lord that has, the 3.3 million health or however much he has. And yeah, I mean, her damage starts to ramp up really fast. So I tried to get a special one-off pretty early in the fight so you could see the bleed, which I kind of missed what the damage number was myself. But you could see the special 2 is critting. It's guaranteed crits, by the way, for a little over 20k each time, and it also applies that armor break. Yeah, you can see me just trying my best to refresh those buffs with my heavy attacks. It's a little bit tricky to refresh her buffs, so this is not exactly something that you can do all the time. The more you play with Gamora, the more comfortable you get, the more you'll be able to do it. But it certainly is not super easy, I would say, to keep those buffs going. But as you're going to see in this video, it is doable. So boom, the L2s, they're already getting up there, nearly, they're about 30,000 damage each, as now I have, I just gained a bunch of Furies there, I'm up to 17, 18. The Cruelties aren't stacking up quite as much. The Cruelties, it's just a chance on attack from your medium attacks, and the Furies are a chance on attack for your light attacks. So of course I'm doing more light attacks, so odds are I'm going to be stacking the Furies a little bit more regularly than I am the Cruelties, but it all just comes down to luck at the end of the day as for which buffs you're stacking up. I had another fight where I stacked up, I had like 10 Cruelties and I only had like 8 Furies at that point or something. So it really just comes down to a little bit of luck at the end of the day. But you can see these attacks, they're starting to hit really hard. The bleed on the L1 is ticking for nearly 1500 right there, and that's only going to continue to go up as the fight goes on. Typically, I think the special 2 is the bigger damage dealer, especially since it does apply the armor breaks as well. The only reason I'm kind of using my special ones throughout the fight is just to mix things up, just to, this is really just meant to be like a first look at this character since the update, and I'm just trying my oh, that auto evade there, Labyrinth evade got me, but I'm just trying my best to just display a little bit of what this character is capable of doing, really. Making some mistakes, definitely taking a bit of damage here. So yeah, still a little bit new to playing Gamora, even though she's pretty standard in terms of all of her abilities. But it's a 30% chance for each one of those buffs. So 30% on the light attacks for the Fury, 30% on the medium attacks for the Cruelty. And when it comes to the armor break on the special 2, it's an 80% chance to armor break for 683 armor, at least for a 6-star rank 1 champion. That's how much the armor break is. And it's 80% on each hit. So if you get 2 armor breaks, it's actually really good armor reduction, and you're going to see the damage just continues to ramp up. There we go. There's 250,000 crits. Now I've got 2 armor breaks, and look at that, man. 33k medium crits. Like, it's so good, man. It's so powerful. I also tried to save some of my parries for the later stages, just to make sure that I can use those parries to refresh the buff duration. It might be a good strategy maybe to try to add some perfect block to the team. This way you can actually get more parries throughout the fight. I don't know if there's enough, if there's a way to get enough perfect block that you can always get a heavy attack after a parry or not. But something maybe to consider, something to explore as I test out this character further. But at this point, I'm up to 32 Furies, 12 Cruelties. Even my heavy attacks, just those spin kicks, are doing so much damage at this point. Going to get another big 50k on each of those L2s. Again, that is a 100% crit chance on the L2. It's also a 100% crit chance on the L1. So really cool stuff. I don't use any level 3 specials here, but in case you're curious of what the level 3 special does, it's 100% chance to gain True Strike for 11 seconds. So you even have a little bit of True Strike built into the champion should you need it. But of course in Labyrinth, yeah, it's not really something I'm too interested in. The fight is it's really ramping up here. He's almost down. This last 20% or so is going to go down pretty quickly. I actually do not have any points in Assassin at all. I mean, I already have plenty plus attack. I don't think it would even do that much anyway, but I really wasn't trying to build a set of masteries just to do this fight, and my current build has no points in Assassin, so that's why I also have no points in Assassin right now. But man, look at that damage. The bleed was getting up there as well. And actually, I thought I was going to kill him, so I didn't go for the refresh. And you can see my buffs, they finally drop off at the end here. And actually, this last 1% is now going to take a little while to get down. I was trying to play a little greedily instead of, going for the refresh. I was like, oh, I got this. He's going to die in like one more hit because I'm hitting for 20 or 30,000 damage. So, but he survived. But in any case, he still goes down pretty quick there. Again, this is a rank 1 unawakened 6-star. Went down to 314 hits. That's roughly the equivalent of a 455 champion. A little bit higher stats than a 455, but unawakened at that. Just showing some of the base stats here. Base attack is above 2k. Health is pretty low, and as you saw, I got pretty low myself in terms of health. I'm sure if this was a 565 or a rank 2 6-star, it would be better, but yeah. I don't know if it's exactly worth ranking her up, but it is fun as hell to play her with the update. The synergies, real quick, the only one of her new unique synergies is the potency increase with Black Panther, and the other synergies are just increase buff times with Captain Beardo and the Black Bolt synergy as well. The Black Bolt and Ronin Cosmic Supremacy. So there it is. There's a first look at Gamora. Let me know what you guys think. Did Kabam do a good job buffing Gamora or what? And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.